So you probably remember these photos here of the kids in cages that came out during the Trump administration during this whole scandal of locking kids up. And it turned out later on to be that these kids in cages are from the Obama administration. Well, it turns out that Biden is now expanding these kids in cages, and it just shows that the Democrats never really cared about the kids. They just cared about virtue signaling to look good. So here we have a story from concentration camps to overflow facilities. With Biden in charge, media forgets about these kids in cages. So this is from Citizen Truth here. And so what they have to say is this right here. The lack of critical coverage of Biden's new announcement suggests that corporate media will no longer be as concerned about kids in cages now that their preferred candidate is in the White House. The Biden administration is opening a new child prison along the United States-Mexico border. This facility is being specifically built for unaccompanied migrant children attempting to cross the border and will hold around 700 people when finished, although plans noted it will be expanded if the government deems it necessary. Corporate media does not see it that way. While the Trump years were filled with stories about kids in cages and ICE concentration camps along the border, they have instead almost universally referred to this new project as an overflow facility to help migrant children, as the following headlines demonstrate. Biden administration prepares to open overflow facility for migrant children, from CNN. Biden administration to open overflow facility for 700 migrant children, from the New York Post. Biden administration to house migrant teens at overflow facility in Texas, closed under Trump, USA Today. Biden administration to open migrant overflow facility amid increased and unaccompanied minors, Yahoo News. And it goes on and on like that. So this isn't just the Democrats, but if you look at the media, who are basically the spokesperson for the corporate Democrats, they no longer care. The narrative has shifted that locking these kids in cages is suddenly good. Biden is helping these migrant children by putting them in cages, unlike Trump, who was unfairly locking these kids up in cages. So as you can see right here, this is just the corporate media going along with the corporate Democrats, trying to basically cover their butts from showing the truth that they don't care whatsoever about these kids in cages. They'll push whatever narrative the Biden administration wants them to do. So really, they're just, spokespersons for corporate Democrats. And so it's really showing their true colors here, that they don't care. It's all about virtue signaling and making their own guys look better. So there you've got a quick story, just again showing what a joke the corporate Democrats are, as well as the corporate media for covering for them, because they like to virtue signal, but they don't care about kids. They're just for anti-Trump, and now that their dude's in office, they're like, hey, Biden's great. He can do whatever he wants. If you're still sticking around, it means you probably heard something you liked. So please support the channel by clicking that subscribe button and thumbs upping this video. And if you really didn't like this video, thumbs down it twice.